All right, you welcome back, everyone. This is the last video for this training on LinkedIn Growth Academy, where I'll be showing you lead generation or how you can generate leads for your offers, for your services, for your products, and every other thing you may be doing or every other goal you have on LinkedIn. So, how do you generate lead generation? Lead generations are leads, rather, are basically people you want to work with or you want to work for, right? They are basically people you want to work with or you want to work for. Okay, so lead generation can, come from any angle. All right, it can come from any angle if you are building on LinkedIn. All right, so it can be from recommendations, from connections, people that you are connected with, and they are seeing what you're doing. They see that you're actually good. You're doing well, what you're actually good with what you're doing. They're consistent. All right. So when they see your consistency about that thing you're preaching about, you're talking about that message that you just cannot do without, you're sharing your solutions, and someone trying to, need that same service, it will easily click for them to refer you because they've seen you, talk about it, sleep with it, your connection will literally recommend you if they can trust you enough. All right, so that is one important thing about lead generation. You have to be consistent in what you are doing. Being consistent in what you're doing will help you to build know, like, and trust, whereby people tend to know you. From knowing you, they tend to trust you, they tend to like you, rather, they tend to like your content, tend to like your person, and at the end of the day, they have no choice but to trust you and eventually patronize you. All right. So your lead generation can come from, connections. Connections can reach out to you, can recommend you for opportunities, for services. All right. Then strategic commenting. This is another way you can actually generate leads for your products and services. You can comment on target audience posts, connections posts, and others. All right, target audience posts, connections posts, and others. Your connection list is made up of, your target audience, those that you are in the same industry with or the same niche with, then others in other industries, right? Let's say you are a ghostwriter right now, like myself, right? You can connect with people that are ghostwriters. That is people in the same industry with you. Then connect with your target audience, like leaders in tech industry and all. Then you can connect with other people in other industries, such as probably people in the real estate, people that are graphic designers, and um, the rest of them. So that is basically, what makes up your connection or your following on LinkedIn. So your strategic commenting, right? I say comedy. Commenting can come from any of these places. These kind of people can actually, you can actually get leads from strategic commenting on these certain people's post, right? Then inbound leads. Inbound leads has to do with leads that you generate from your own content, right? It still has to do with, getting leads on LinkedIn, people reaching out to you for your services. All right, they see you, they see what you do, and they reach out. Probably your connections or friends, some stuff like that. So those are inbound leads. Then we have cold DMs. Cold DMs has to do with you reaching out to your ideal audience, like your ideal audience, people you would like to work with. What you have to do is comment on their post, reach out to them, look around, see what they are lacking in their content. You can actually interact with them in the DMs, pitch your services to them, and then you are good to go. So that is how you can basically get leads for your offers. Then other ways is to look on other social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook. I can remember sometime in March, I literally got a client rather, from a from from Instagram. I got a client from Instagram. It was so wild because I was so shocked. Like, okay, so I can actually get a client from Instagram because I've just been building on LinkedIn. I just share content on LinkedIn, build more on LinkedIn, then just share that same content on Instagram, and that's it, right? But a lead actually came from Instagram. It was so amazing. So you can actually do all of these things too. And getting leads from other places, they are actually called outbound leads as well. All right. So this is what you can do. So if you have any questions, drop it in the support group, right? And we are good to go. Thank you so much.